Alright, I've wanted to talk about this for a while and I just haven't done it. I'm gonna get weird looks from my neighbors that are out here as I stand here videoing our recycle depot. Basically, Taiwan, you have to separate out your trash. You got your paper, something, plastics, glasses down here on the end. Each bin gets separated out. Now, a lot of people don't do that. We wind up just sort of dumping it over in this area, and this gets piled up. I mean, this will be about, 3 feet high. But the thing that I want to talk about with this is, while there's a public garbage service, there's no public recycling here. And I just kind of wanted to make a note of that, because what happens is individuals, whether they're driving a scooter with a trailer on the back or they're driving around a blue truck, which is the guy that comes here, he has a blue truck, he comes up and takes away all the recycling. And it's government incentive. The government sets the prices on it, but there's different recycling depots throughout the city where you can go and take this stuff and bring it there and get paid for it. The same as you would have seen in the US back in like the 80s and early 90s, people picking up cans on the street and going and recycling them for 5 cents a can or something like that. Here it's by the kilogram, and prices vary. Paper is worth the least, then plastic, then metal. But ultimately, the amount of recycling that we go through here every day has got to be at least 100 kilograms total. And there's a guy that comes here every day and cleans it out. Your average price on this is going to be around 60 cents, which means that the guy that comes here is getting around 50, 60 cents a kilo, 100 kilos a day. So he's actually not doing too bad. And the cool thing about this is Taiwan, pound for pound, recycles more than any other country on the planet, but they have no government recycling service. It's all individuals. The cool thing about this is people who can't find a job, they're unskilled labor, things like this, obviously it's going to be a looked down upon position. You're digging through trash and such. But actually, people who recycle can, especially if they're willing to come here and take out our recycling, they can make twice as much as an office worker would. Now, there's a social stigma, especially with Taiwan, where they call them black hand. Anybody who's a mechanic or something like that, you're looked down upon. Even if you make way more money than your standard guy working in a cubicle, it's a much higher societal position and you really get looked down upon if you're doing this stuff. But these guys can easily make, like I said, double what an office worker does if they're willing to do the job. So I just wanted to share that because I find it really interesting. One of the things with Taiwan is you don't see homelessness, you don't see poverty, and I'm a firm believer that this is one of the reasons, is because everyone recycles, everyone separates their trash from every single apartment, and people can just come and take it and then go and capitalize on it. So I thought that was interesting and worth sharing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share that little insight on Taiwan. And as always, thanks for viewing.